Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIK WM France deck G4-5 game with Gohan, Fiscused, and Shoot. And I see native, and that's the pick. It's not really close. This is one of the best cards in this configuration. What do we want to come back? Stroller's okay. Stroller with I kind of like Stroller with native. You get a lot of resources doing different stuff. Tile Maker. I don't know. The rest of the cards are looking pretty bad, actually. But, yeah. Being able to plow and get a food and a read is a pretty good action. Pretty good. Okay. Pretty sure I'm taking Hobby Farmer here. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I have to consider. I mean, I could consider Treasure Hunter and get, 2 resources at a time whenever I plow a field, generally, or 1.5 resources. But I think just Hobby Farmer is just going to be so good. I mean, I don't even really need any other crop payoff cards. Hobby Farmer on its own. Play it after plowing a field, plowing 2 fields in stage 1. Don't have to overcommit to doing early crops. I can just play really efficient cards like Native and Hobby Farmer. Yeah, it does seem great. I agree. This pick, I'm considering either Stonecutter or Animal Buyer. So Stonecutter will let me play like the Basket Maker's Workshop, maybe support doing a bit of a bigger stone house potentially. Alternatively, a card like Animal Buyer, if I set up like a really great feeding engine with Hobby Farmer and Native, maybe Animal Buyer can get me a lot of points. I think, though, I like Stonecutter here. Yeah, build the Basket Maker's Workshop a bit cheaper, which the Native usually likes to build. I'm kind of wishing I had taken Animal Buyer. Don't really need Peasant. It overlaps with Native too much. Could take Mendicant. So the thing that Mendicant will let me do is it'll let me play Native and Hobby Farmer and still compete very aggressively for the first room, because I won't have to worry about getting food stuck or anything. Do Academy says Wood Distributor. Wood Distributor is okay. Thing is, I don't really like going on the Reedstone Foods. I don't really like going on the Reed space with Native, and yeah, exactly. I agree with Do Academy. Yeah, so I don't want. You're right that I don't want wood on the wood space, but I don't think. I think I like the impact of Mendicant. I'm thinking about my early game. I like the idea of getting a vegetable field sown early and still competing very aggressively for the first room. Those two things are very appealing to me. This pick, I don't really like any of these. I think I'll take Amazon because of Wood Distributor. So if someone's going to play Wood Distributor, well, then at least I can get an animal off of it. Easy feeding. I mean, I need to make a way to eat vegetables. Until I see a way of eating vegetables, then I'm kind of gonna be careful. I don't need vine dresser. This looks like a fine piece worker pick. And then animal buyer actually came back, which is pretty hilarious, because I was considering taking it third. Okay. Dragonfly Pond is fantastic, but I don't know how I take anything. Well, okay, so is Prize Squash going to come back? That's the question. If Prize Squash is going to come back, then I don't have to take it here. But if it's not, this is like a slam dunk pick. Guild Hall's pretty good. Dragonfly Pond is good. I don't know how I don't take Prize Squash here, right? Like, the risk that it doesn't come back is too great. Because, yeah. Sid says take Prize Squash. Doe Academy says it'll come back. Other cards aren't great. I mean, Dragonfly Pond is really good, but it's not great. I don't need it in a game where I have native, for example. I don't agree that it's hard to play. I think it's just a card that I don't need to play. Like, the great thing about Start Player Dragonfly Pond is that you get 2 food for the first harvest. Well, I could just take Plow and Field and get a food and a reed, and that's half the food, and you're getting a reed instead, which is awesome. You're right that I won't need to Start Player Stage 1. Where's the Schnapps guy when you need it? Yeah, Schnapps Distiller would have been good here. Or even a card like Lettuce Patch. A card like Lettuce Patch would be really great. Turn my vegetable into 4 food. Popcorn. Popcorn would be good as well. Well, Stonecutter builds 5 rings for free. And then I save 2 stone on all subsequent major improvements. Now, the Stonecutter doesn't... I mean, I can only save 2, right? And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that's relevant for. All of those cards are pretty good to build, but is it overkill? How do I not 5 rings? I mean, Festival Hall is pretty good. Festival Hall is pretty great. If I had any source of grain, I mean, even Peace Worker. Peace Worker is kind of a grain source. And Festival Hall turning grain into 2 food and a building resource is pretty strong. But yeah, I think 5 rings is just going to be the pick. Wormbait coming back would be good. Sort of. Again, like you said, I don't love Star Player in Stage 1. Well, I do make ovens easier with Stonecutter and 5 rings, so ceramics is something to consider. Buried treasure giving a stone is kind of interesting, but with 5 rings it's kind of redundant, and it comes out a little too late. Like, I'm gonna probably plow a couple fields before buried treasure even gets out. Flat Hill, I kind of like the idea of playing Flat Hill here, and then go for a pretty big house, and then Stonecutter saves me a bunch of stones so that I should be able to reno easier. Flat Hill might come back, is the thing. Yeah. Baking tray, one clay stone oven. Yeah, the thing is, it's a lot of it's just so many improvements. The thing is, it just has to come like so many cards need to come out before I play the oven, and the longer you wait, the longer you're just making it more and more likely that someone's gonna block it. Like I think we can take ceramics here. I think we build um, should be able to build the stone oven easily enough with stonecutter 5 rings. Um, yeah, I guess we can hope that Flat Hill comes back. What else is gonna go before Flat Hill? Witch's Dance Ground, maybe. Flamingo Lake, maybe. And then Buried Treasure or Baking Tray. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Flat Hill here. Ceramics only saves you 1 clay on pottery. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Flat Hill here. We build Baker's Kitchen for free. So probably I'm taking Baker's Kitchen here. Lasso is not bad. Lasso's not bad at all, especially if I think I'll have excess reed, which I probably will. But I like Baker's Kitchen here. I build it for free. If I play the clay oven, I upgrade to Baker's Kitchen for free. Yeah, I'm sad I didn't take something last. If I had known Baker's Kitchen was gonna come, I would have taken a different card than Flat Hill, but that happens. Don't like Panda because I don't plan to take reed from action spaces. My reed will mostly come from native. Mountain Cave is okay, but I'm going to need wood more than I'm going to need stone with Stonecutter in hand. I think we take Horse here, actually. Although Horse with Animal Buyer is pretty bad. I guess we'll take the point. Mountain Cave is a point. Yeah, with if I play Animal Buyer, Horse is pretty bad. I could do Wormbait here, but I think Wormbait is just so slow. I don't love it. I think we probably just Child's Toy. Child's Toy is a pretty solid card. Wood for 2 points. Horse being passed around makes me suspect Constable. I feel like the meta is evolving where playing something like Horse is keeping you pretty low. Wow, Ceramics Wield. Whoa. Imagine I had Baking Tray and had unlimited bake actions on miners. Yeah. Thing is, I don't know how much I'm going to actually want to bake because Pieceworker really needs to come out for me to want to do a baking game. I think we just do Flamingo Lake here. Similar to before, Ceramics just saves me 1 clay on pottery. It does make it a minor improvement, but I have other minor improvements that need to come out first, so... And we start first, which is pretty great. So here we go. And everyone can groan. Oh, he got native. So, plow a field, 2 times in stage 1. Play Hobby Farmer. By the time the Hobby Farmer is empty, so like in stage 3, I'm going to want to have another field, and then I'm going to want to have at least 1 grain at that point. So stage 1, get a vegetable sown with Hobby Farmer. Stage 3, sow those 2 vegetables plus hit a... oh. Wow. What? Just plow 4 times in stage 1. I can do that as well. Field watchman. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. I'm surprised he passed on ceramics. I guess he took baking tray. My card is better. Baking tray over ceramics. I guess get those minor improvement actions are quite nice. The fact that you get to use a minor, and usually Field Watchman does have trouble getting on Reedstone food. It's certainly better at the early game. I think Field Watchman might be better in the late game, just because the 1 grain space is pretty generally uncontested. So every time we can first action, yeah, I don't actually think Gohan's a new player, because I looked at how long he takes per move, and he's like under 30 seconds, and has only registered 5 games. So pretty sure Gohan is not actually a new player. And he beat Aswad Dalan quite badly, who is somewhat experienced. So I'm guessing Gohan is yet another alt account. It's also important to let someone else get the ovens. Yeah, true, right. Ceramics is a payoff for getting the oven. Baking tray actually helps you to get the oven. That's true. But yeah, we'll first action 3 wood as many times as we can. If 3 wood's not available, we play occupations, and second action will generally be plow 1 field. Now, if expensive occupation comes back here, I'll probably play like stonecutter or hobby farmer. Oh, these are messed up. That's weird. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to expensive occupation here ahead of anything else. Fiscused plays greengrocer. Whoa! Gohan says, so you took it. So there's going to be competition for the 1 grain space here, guys. Round 2, sowed vegetable seems alright. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed with shoot. This is going to start player Dragonfly Pond. So 3 wood should come around, and then second action plow. Looks good. And then we're ready to build a room in round 4. And then everything else we do is just kind of gravy on top of that. One question is, I didn't get anything that helps me eat my vegetables any better, so I just need to make sure that I get a cooking hearth. Cooking hearth is going to be extremely valuable, so do have to put priority on that. So I need probably not just 1 clay action early. I probably want, if I could get a 5 clay action, great, because that's cooking hearth plus child's toy, but I'm probably going to have to invest 2 actions into taking clay, like 4 clay, 3 clay or something. I could even 4 clay with this first move, but I won't 4 clay ahead of 3 wood. Like if 3 wood comes around, I'll grab that. This is kind of funny. Fiscused plays acrobat. That acrobat could get blocked really hard. I don't get it. Acrobat is a really strange play here. Yes. I'm guessing he's got some other reason to play Acrobat. But hey, I mean, three food traveling players is coming back, so that's a thing. Also, Gohan gets the clay grab. But I'm pretty sure what happens is I plow, and then Gohan will take a grain, and then Fiscus will not Acrobat jump onto anything. This makes it kind of unusual. Shoot plays peasant, so we're gonna see shoot plow a field. So plowing is gonna be like the easiest thing to do in this game. Gohan said he's watched a lot. So there's baking tray. Yep, good prediction by Sid. I don't love baking your first grain. I get that he needs food, but I don't love him baking his first grain here. Because you ideally want to get those grains sown before you start eating them. But we're in stage 4. We're in round 4. And we're in a very excellent spot here. Yeah. And the thing about going for the 3 sown grain in stage 1 is that if you have to eat 2 raw grain, 2 raw grain is not great. 1 raw grain is totally fine. 2 raw grain is, questionable, but 1 raw grain you have no problems doing. I wonder, am I going to first action build a room here? I guess we're going to have to see what shoot does. Gohan definitely looking like he's going to start player clay oven with his second move. So I think if I could start player stonecutter into 5 rings, that would be a fine move. Shoot playing occupation parquet setter. Alright. I think I go for the room now then. Then second action can be plow, it can be take clay, it can be 4 reed. I don't mind playing mendicant later. Like having the extra food so that I can play stonecutter in stage 2 seems nice. Also, I would like to point out that this is where I really like mendicant, because I could, if 4 food fishing doesn't come back, the only feeding I'm getting to at best is to 4, and so because I could obviously just play native, plow a field, get a food, but the thing that happens there is that I don't have any food in stage 2, the start of stage 2, to play stonecutter. But what if I don't want to plow with my second action? What if I want to take take food or take clay, take wood or take clay, for example? We did have Gohan start player clay oven. So me not having any wood, I'm in a bit of a bad spot. No, shoot is going to play fireplace instead of feeding. He's begging for, okay, so he obviously has something. Well, Yeah, I guess if shoot start players, then Fiscus could build a room, but we don't know if that's going to be the case. Round 5 is family growth. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play Child's Toy on family growth. So Fiscus gets to build, like Fiscus builds a room here, and then shoot is gonna start player. I assume shoot will start player. Maybe won't. I would assume they will though. I would ideally like to stonecutter into family growth, but Fiscus being obligated to first action build means I'm obligated to first action grow, which is not a big deal. Child's Toy can only be played here anyways, so it's fine. Totally fine. There's Om's house. So family growth, Child's Toy. Yeah, I'm going to be able to grow again pretty quickly. Definitely looking at a 4-room, if not 5-room house. Someone asked on a recent YouTube video to spend more time explaining what the occupations do. I'll try to do that more. The problem is I'm playing with other people, so I kind of need to, like, I am slower just by virtue of I'll usually discuss my actions before I take them, even if I've already made up my mind on what I should be doing. Usually I try to lay out alternatives, so I already play a little slower than I would normally, and usually a little slower than the other players, so I really try to avoid doing a lot of reading the text of the cards, just because that's another, like, it's just going to make me even slower. So what I do recommend is, if you're not sure of the text of a card, pause the video and you go over to Play-agricola.com, click on create and discuss new cards, and you go to the deck, or you can click there's an all. There used to be an all, but you can search, and you can search for the text and then find it that way. Also Googling. If you Google the card name Agricola, you might get an image or whatever. Even easier, join the game and just click the cards. Oh, yeah. Well, that's if you're watching live. I'm thinking more for people watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to see, you can click on this game records. You can search my name. And then you can go look up the game and click on it, and you can bring up the farms yourself, take a look at the card names and everything, zoom in. Do I play Stonecutter here? Or do I play Plow a Field? Or I could take 4 clay. 4 clay is turning into 6 clay next round, so I think... Well, do I want to take 4 wood, I guess is the question. I do like 4 wood. So if I take 4 clay, I also get 4 wood. Yeah, and you know what? 4 clay... The thing I don't like, if I take 4 clay and someone builds the cooking hearth... Like if Sid's second action cooking hearth, then the 4 clay move I don't like at all. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave the wood, and then we're going to play... We'll just plow a field here. I would take 6 clay. I would take 4 clay. You need a hearth. Oh, it does spoil the result if you do that. That's true. Yeah, I just think this. I think round five family growth falling into my lap with native in hand. I'm happy to play safe. Native in first grow, GGWC. Yeah, I'm certainly in a very good spot. And then I'm gonna play prize squash, and I'm gonna use it for like 7 bonus points. So I actually want to avoid eating with vegetables until I've got like 3 or 4 sown vegetable fields. Like I want to go overkill. I want to have like 10 vegetables in round 14 and then eat, or round 13 have 10 vegetables, eat 3 of them and then eat another 3 in round 14. Something like that. Want to do an estate master game. What's estate master do? I don't remember. Is that the one where you have more animals than everyone else? Or is that estate manager? Except I don't need to fill out your farm. I'm missing something. Shoot. What does estate master do? Estate manager. ABCD1. If max farm, get bonus points for each vegetable harvest. Ah, I see. Yeah, I haven't played very much ABCD. And you know what? 4 wood came back. So that is fantastic. So Gohan, start player, grain bag. Grain bag, great card with Field Watchman, really great. Goes a long way to making up for the fact that he baked his 1 grain early. And then Costermonger's Barrel was in the draft. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's okay. Prize Squash is an excellent way to max out. Let's build our cooking hearth here. Just kind of playing really safe. Really safe. So I don't want to eat a vegetable in this next harvest, so if I can take food twice. So like I could plow, grain, sow, and that would get me my 2 food. I think that's not too bad of an option. If something way better is available, there is mendicant as an option. Gohan gonna build 2 rooms at once? That's nice. Build 2 rooms probably in round 8 so he can grow round 8, round 9. So my baker's kitchen might be dead because he's probably going to go for the stone oven, but yeah, that's okay. I should be going for the well, I guess. Fiscus plays juggler. So Fiscus took acrobat and juggler and then decided that the acrobat was worth it because of juggler being in hand, it looks like. Not so sure about that one. Should I get the grain sown? So I could dedicate this whole round to sowing another grain and a vegetable. Or I can take wood. think we're going to take a grain here. I think we do grain, plow, sow as our 3 moves. We're definitely looking to make 6 fields, maybe even 7, depending on how many rooms we do. If we do 4 rooms and 7 fields, and then pastures on 4 spaces tight, and if we do 5 rooms and 6 fields and 4 spaces for pastures, prize squash is limited by the number of fields we have, so that's why we want to do a lot of fields. Family growth nail basket here for shoot. Get a food and a reed. So I think round 9 will be the earliest point where we'll be okay. The round 9 harvest, assuming we get another sow action. That'll be the first time that I'm going to be sort of okay with starting to eat vegetables. Until then, I'm going to try to avoid eating vegetables as long as I can. Fiscused plays occupation buried treasure. Or not occupation, minor improvement buried treasure. Poor Fiscus sitting after Gohan and I. Maybe he's going to have a fine game, but... Yeah, because once I sow one more vegetable, once I sow these, like, assuming I plow and then sow, I'm going to have 5 vegetables. So that's the point at which I'm really okay with starting to eat 1. So I need to make up another 3 food, assuming I don't family growth again, which seems unlikely before the next harvest. Especially with Child's Toy. Probably I'm better off waiting until round 10 to family growth. Plus Gohan can grow twice in a row. So the only way I could jump Gohan is if I build in this round, which I can do. I guess I don't mind building in this round. So if I'm going to plow once, sow once, that's 2 food. Vegetable, 5 food. So I need at least 1 more food. Shoot plays Social Climber here. So I assume we're going to see Shoot Reno and build the well. Which means the well is off the table, unfortunately. So I think Gohan's probably deliberating whether or not he's going to start player. He's not going to start player, which means I can grow round 9. So I probably should. Probably should. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, I think it's not a question of if I'm going to build, it's a question of just when, you know. I could theoretically go for... Should be grain plowing here and in round 9. Yeah, not sure how he's going to feed next round. So we might be able to play a little greedy. Ooh, Shoot's doing the cooking hearth upgrade. Okay, so Shoot's rushing up to a stone house. So not building the well here. Maybe is okay with settling for the pottery if the well gets taken by Fiscused, which Fiscus is in a position to build it. Do I plow here? I am gonna build another room. Do I plow or do I... Yeah, I think I plow. I'm wondering if I should take the fishing, I guess. Gohan gonna play family growth in guild hall. All right. So I expect a stone oven at some point. Cost me a food. Yes, it does. Yeah. Prize squash says for each. It's like pelts in that I have to pay a food out of each prize squash instance. I'm pretty sure Gohan can't grow next round because he's going to starve if he does. Actually, I guess he's probably planning to take grain, get 2 grain, and then baking them both with stone oven. Alright. Build a room. I like picking up 3 stone next round. 3 stone does let me go for like the stone oven, for example. Yeah. Well, I wonder if he's thinking 3 stone into take grain into family growth, if that's what he's thinking. He also has the baking. He probably also took the baker's oven. So he could first action grain and then baker's oven second move. But that's not a major improvement, of course. So I'm not sure. Maybe we take 3 stone with our first move here. We could also take 5 food fishing. Five food fishing goes to shoot. Okay. I'm not going to family growth with my first move. Gohan has to sort his feeding before he grows his family. I'm pretty confident of that. So I'm going to take 3 stone with my first move here. 3 stone gets me the Basket Maker's Workshop. Yeah, and with Child's Toy, I don't really care if I grow this round anyways. Like, growing this round versus next round is going to be pretty similar. Because I'm going to end up having to basically eat an action to enable Child's Toy. Yeah, Gohan takes the grain. Okay, so I could grow. So what I'm thinking of is... Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sow, and then I'm going to Basket Maker's Workshop. Setting up my vegetable engine for prize squash is what's going to win me the game. Not one action. It's going to be my prize squash engine. That's what's going to win me this game. So I think getting the sow action in is more important. Sow action and then major minor Basket Maker's Workshop, I think. Shoot plays the well, Reno well. Think Fisk builds, so it costs 2 actions. Oh, shoot did major minor well. That does change things a little bit. Because now I can't build the Basket Maker's Workshop anymore, which I was planning to do. And if I family growth here, pretty sure Gohan will sow. And if Gohan sows, then how do I feed? I would end up having to eat like I'd have to take vegetable or boar. I think sow is more important than growth, yeah. I think so. I'm wondering if I should bake this grain. I think I'm going to. Yeah. Bake a grain. Because then I can re-sow the grain next round. Yeah, baking. I don't love that I'm not sowing the grain here, but I think it's okay. I think it lets me do stuff like start player into 6 wood or just take 3 wood, that kind of thing, which I want to be doing anyways. I want to spam my fields with vegetables anyways. Yep. Man, I really wish I pulled... Can you imagine if I'd pulled like Gardener or something? Just one more vegetable supporting card. Well, we expected this baker's oven here from Gohan, so not too surprised by that. Fiscus does not build a room. Awesome. So that means we get family growth next round. So we can family growth prize squash. We can family growth 5 rings. Ooh, animal breeder here for shoot. Start player into 6 wood. I think Gohan would take the 3 wood if we leave it. I was thinking about maybe Occupation Stonecutter to play 5 rings on family growth, but I don't really want to play expensive Occupation. I think we could just take 3 wood here. Yeah, taking wood is good. And then feed 3 food. 3 food veg for 6. It is really interesting to me that Sid, or that Shoot, renoed and cooking hearth, and then didn't go for the stone reno for the well. I guess he didn't have reed. He didn't have enough reed. But Fiscus did pass on the well, I guess. Yeah, so what's beautiful now is I plow 1 more field and then I sow a grain and 2 vegetables. And then I have, I'm going to start harvesting 4 vegetables per harvest. So that even if I eat one of them, I still have 3 more to sow, to re-sow. So it's just like, now is where we really start to see the payoff. But you can see how many actions I had to put into it. Like, I had to put a lot of actions into accumulating vegetables. Like, they don't just happen naturally because they're very slow. With breeder, I'm guessing he felt hearth to be a higher priority. Yeah, very true. Yep. With animal breeder, missing out on cooking hearth would be really, really bad. And I guess greengrocer likes vegetables, so likes hearth, you know. Oh, very nice combo with nail basket. Very nice combo. So what are we doing here? I think we're playing probably just Flamingo Lake. I'm going to need another clay grab. Actually, I don't necessarily need another clay grab, I guess. Yeah, because with Flat Hill, I don't need clay to run in my house. I would only need clay for building ovens, which I am able to build the stone oven right now. Here's my Flamingo Lake. Also, very nice combo for shoot. Nail basket just really, really massive. Stone oven into 5 rings is a dead dream at this point? Yeah, probably. But you never know. Fiscused with all that stone, probably going to want to build the stone oven, but you never know. Like building the basket maker's workshop? Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Because I still want more plow and I still want more sow actions. I have at least probably 2 more plow actions, and then, you know, probably 2 more sow actions. So that's another 4 reed that's coming in. So yeah, basket maker's workshop for the next harvest looks great. Yeah, exactly. Sow action every harvest. Yeah. Because vegetables accumulate slowly. Fisk is taking reed there. Wonder if that's just for the purpose of renovating or if he's thinking basket maker's workshop. This board is not great. I could take 2 boar here. Potato dipper would have been great. Yeah, that's for sure. Plus FR. So I think we do that so that I can last action basket maker's workshop, or I can last action sow, or I can take boar. Happy with any of them. No need to risk Fisk taking it. I really don't think he is, though. I think he's going to stone oven. We'll see, though. I might be wrong. He does have the stone for both. Yeah, that's true. The other thing is I don't love leaving these great animal grabs for shoot, because shoot is in a fantastic position. So I'm wondering if maybe I should be taking 2 boar or 2 sheep. But you know what? I think probably our first action next round will be like 2 points and 4 food, or 2 points and 6 food. We do have our animal buyer as well. I need to remember that card. Fiscus took the wood. I think Fiscus is going to build another room. Have to sow bake here. Yeah. The sheep are now gone. Yeah, I think so is fine. Yeah, I like start player flat hill. Yes. If 3 sheep comes around, I'll take the sheep. But if the sheep don't come around, I like start player flat hill. Although I don't love plow sow round 12, I really want family growth. If round 12 is family growth, great. Plow sow, I guess plow sow is still good. Yeah, plow sow is still good. I don't really want to bake any. I don't really want to bake next round. Maybe in round 14 I might bake, but oh, nice. Flamingo Lake activates. Prize squash might be better. The issue with flat hills, you don't have 4 planted fields next round. I think I still got time on the squash. I think flat hill is great. Gohan went for the clay with his first move, so I expect he's going to build the clay oven, especially with that guild hall. Oh, we also saw Gohan play horse. Ooh, Fiscus has got baby sling here. That could be really good for shoot. If family growth is round 12, I'm scared of shoot. Because Fiscus will baby sling off of it and give the option to shoot. Now, baby sling is good for for Fiscus as well, but I think shoot is having the more dangerous game in my mind. I'm scared of what shoot is capable of doing with his breeder, and with the fact that he has the well already. So I could just take 3 wood. I do need wood still. The faster I get wood, the faster I get my fields out, the faster I can start animal buying pairs of animals. But the sheep is just food basically for me, whereas the wood lets me hold animals, which increases my point ceiling. I think the 3 wood is correct there. Also, baby sling means Basket Maker's Workshop's not at risk anymore, because Fiscus now has only 3 read, or 2 read. He could still build it, but it's unlikely that would be worth it, because you would have to then take another read action. And you'll have to take a bunch of read actions. I think Shoot wants 2 stone. I don't know if he'll do it with this move or the next move, but he kind of likes 2 stone into Reno Pottery or Reno Stone Oven. He likes both of those moves, especially because it also lets him plow a field. No, Shoot takes a vegetable here. Alright, that's fine. Well, I think we pretty happily take the sheep here. Better to wait till squash is out before eating vegetables. Yep. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I have a lot that I can do this game. This game is kind of gross. Like the round 5 family growth falling into my lap was really very, very nice. 2. So yeah, I think we build the basket maker's workshop, and then last move could be occupation stonecutter. Although stonecutter is probably only 2 stone here. For it to be, I mean, I guess I'm paying a food to have the chance of it being better than a 2 stone action, because there is still the stone oven on the board. Now, I'm pretty sure Gohan is going to go for the stone oven, just looking at the resources he has, but he also needs to get stuff sown, so I'm not sure. Stable here for fiscused, sure. Gohan has a stone oven. Yeah, I know. And, you know, fiscused likes it as well, I guess. With all that green in hand. So we'll play kind of safe and build the basket maker's workshop here. Who needs to play more than 2 occupations? Well, I might still play a 3rd. Animal buyer is still pretty good this game, depending on how quickly animals get taken. Which, to be fair, only Shoot and I have access to eating them right now, and Shoot's got a pretty, like, he's at capacity for animals, so they're only worth food for him. Which is the same with me. I wonder if I should even fence with my last move, just to make room to pick up a pair of cattle at the start of next round. Or I could plow again. So I think... So I think what might happen, if plow sow is round 12, fiscus will plow sow, Shoot will start player to family growth round 13, which means I'll get past plow sow. So I think I don't really want to plow another field. I think I'm gonna let Shoot pass me plow sow before I plow again. Animal husbandry worker. Okay. Well, that's a reason not to do 4 pastures in tight, but instead to still try to fence 15. Now you don't want to plow at all, yeah. I think we fence 4. Fence 7. Fence 15 does seem really tough, but you never know. Should I eat a reed? Yeah, I should probably eat a reed. Shoot will take wood to trigger his breeder. Will be very tough getting 7 more wood. Yep. You're right. I might only get like 3 more. 3 more is fine. So here's plow sow. So I'm guessing we're going to see fiscus plow sow, and then Shoot will probably start player. I'm guessing. This is just a guess. I don't know for sure, but Shoot really wants more actions. So I can take 2 cattle, or I could take wood. Or I could start player. I could start player, prize squash. Yeah, Shoot's debating his options here. Ooh. Shoot gonna first action pottery. So I could start player prize squash here. It's sort of a question of, do I want 2 cattle or 2 boar? I think if I start player, I might get 2 boar back. If I don't start player, I would take 2 cattle. But there's also 3 wood available, and you know what? This game is ridiculously wood tight. I think we first action take 3 wood, which is kind of silly, because he's only 7-0 wood. 4, yeah, with no fences. So 4, 6, yeah, he's only fenced 9 so far. And 1 wood. And of course, he's going to prioritize taking wood very highly. So I think, yeah, I think we take 3 wood here. This game is really wood tight. Yep. Just so bake this round. I probably will so bake. I mean, I wouldn't start player to get plow so. I would start player to get family growth. So bake animal wood or flat hill on major minor. Wow, is the 2 cattle going to come back? The 2 cattle comes back. That's pretty exceptional. Three stone for Reno. Yeah, 3 stone for Reno is good. Shoot, start players. So I think we take the cattle here. Taking the cattle means we basically don't need to play animal buyer. Or if we play animal buyer, it'll be in round 14 just to buy a pair of boar for 3 points. Gohan takes the 2 boar. So let's see what Shoot does here. Shoot might take grain. Can start player next round assuming Shoot grows. Yep. Yeah, plow so round 14 would be excellent. Yep. 3 stone into so bake looks great. I agree. I'm now ready. I have the resources to reno to a stone house. I'm ready to take start player at the start of next round. Yeah, buddy. Yep, I think just so long as I get another fence action, I'll win. I think the other actions I've got locked up basically. It's just a question of making sure that I get the fence action in. Which, if I have to first action reno fence in round 14, that would be a thing, but I could do it. So 1 grain to get an extra point from grain, and I'm now at 8 vegetable. So I can eat 4 without eating any vegetable points, which is pretty great. Get a FR. This is a game where 4 pastures looks like more than enough for animal husbandry worker. Just so veg, it's food and points. Grain is just a point. I think I still have a pretty good chance that good likelihood that I'll max out my my vegetables. I think sowing the grain is okay. I mean, I can also eat them, and if I have to eat if I end up eating 1 point, like, because I get to 3 vegetables, or at the end of the game, that's okay as well. So Gohan now has enough wood to make 4 pastures. I'm pretty sure Shoot will take 2 wood with this next move. And fence. Veg is 2 food and a point until you hit 10, maybe even 11. Right, so getting an extra 2 food. You're saying I get an extra 2 food out of it compared to the point. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know if the food will be relevant. Just strictly suboptimal to sow grain here. Yeah, can I max grain points if I don't sow grain with that move? Thinking about... okay, so I'm going to have to first action Reno next round, which means I will first action Reno fence. So if I'm going to have to first action Reno fence, then I should take wood, because this wood is probably 3 points, because it probably gets me animal husbandry worker plus 1 point, so it's a 3-point move, I think. Probably correcting that the food won't matter. Yeah, but you're right. Your analysis is really good, Sid. So I need to hit 8 wood to be able to fence 15. So I think fence 15 is not happening. So since that's not happening, plowing 1 more field seems okay. And also, if Shoot hits the 15 fences, good for him. Shoot has had a really nice game. Would be nice if I had Farmer Straw. Can you imagine Farmer Straw Hat? That would be gross. Gohan plays his fireplace. Alright, so that's getting to be a bit of a problem, because I have not played prize squash yet. So maybe that second action had to be prize squash. I mean, I probably only need to eat one grain without converting it for prize squash, or one vegetable. Maybe I'll just eat a reed. Yeah, fence, yeah. Fence and then Reno, major, minor. Yep. Yep. Plow feeds me with a reed. Yep. I can also take 3 reed. Well, Fiscus decided to plow, so unfortunately no plow for me. But I agree, fencing looks good. Shoot plays. So here's what, this is the real thing that pushed him. Social climber plus resource gatherer. That's really what pushed him to go to a stonehouse early. So now he gets to grab extra stuff. Fence 5. Yep, it's a baking improvement. Take reedstone food here so you don't have to eat a vegetable. Is reedstone food better than 3 reed? I guess the question is, will I want to take 4 reed next round? 4 reed will probably be a 3-point action. Versus taking 3 reed now is it 2 points? Because I need 1 for my Reno and then I eat 1. So it's probably a 1-point move. Yeah, reedstone food is fine. Five food and a reed. Yeah, not eating a vegetable is nice. That's true. Very true. Yeah, rid of fence will be a lot of points. Yep, you're right. Whoa, look at this scrounger play here. So here's the reason we played this way the whole game, is to set up this round 14 prize squash. I didn't plan for it to come in round 14, but hopefully So Bake comes back. Yeah, So Bake coming back would be nice. I mean, if it doesn't, 2 boar looks great. If 2 boar, but you know what? I can get 2 boar with animal buyer. But you know what? I can get boar from animal buyer. So, and eating the vegetable is not going to be like, I'm going to have access to way more food than I need. So spending an extra 7 food this harvest is not a problem. So I want to get the highest point ceiling actions, which are Sow Bake and Family Growth. Those are the best moves for me. And actually, does Plow enable me to convert an extra? I mean, it does enable me to, but it's not going to be relevant. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 boar I can get from Animal Buyer. So I like Family Growth and then Sow Bake. I don't know if that works. Yeah, I don't think that works. With a treasure hunter. Yeah, treasure hunter. So what he's trying to do is fence and then use the wood from treasure hunter to pay for more fences, which I'm pretty sure you can't do. The paying happens all at once. So who needs Sow Bake when you get Plow Sow? Seems good. So I hit the maximum number of grain points. So I'm at 10 vegetable. I can convert 7 of them into 2 food and a point. I think the food will matter with Animal Buyer. Should sow the vegetable. Maybe the 2 boar will come back. Because, yeah, Gohan, it's only food for Gohan, and it's only food for Shoot. Shoot might need the food, but is there 0 reason to sow the grain? I'm at 10 vegetables. Both are a point, and the veg is just 2 food more. Yeah. All right, let's start marking our points. You want 11 vegetable, you can eat 7 for bonus points. Well, maybe the 2 boar will come back and then it won't matter. Gohan's thinking about what his options are. 2 sheep is 2 points and 2 food, although he doesn't really need the food. Gonna plow. Interesting that he's plowing and not taking a grain. Did he forget about Field Watchman, or is he deliberately blocking someone? in case he forgot about Field Watchman. He wants both. How can both be better than taking a pair of sheep? Okay. So he's going to take rain and then try to bake them? Hey, the boar came back. The boar came back the very next day. Well, just looking, Shoot might, maybe Shoot bait plows, I don't know. Oh, Shoot got his fencing done, which is nice. Yeah, that nail basket plus animal breeder plus parquet setter has been a really nice combo. Very nice combo. Shoot's had a nice game. Oh, I see. This way he got an extra wood, so now he could theoretically fence. But Fiscus is not going to let that happen. Yeah, he should have gone up here and then left that open, and he gets an extra point. Oh, very nice. Witch's Dance ground here for Shoot. And then I take a bunch of reed. So I end with 10 grain, convert, or 10 vegetable, 6V into 2 food J, feed 10. And then breed and breed. All right. Should be close between me and Shoot. Yeah. So I'm at 57 as my final score. Because I score 48 plus 2 and 7. So, or, yeah, 57. Yeah, Shoot's got the well, which is something. Fiscus played Tile Maker for 2 points. That's cute. Yeah, Shoot's only at 46, so yeah, pretty sure I win. Very, very strong game. Native powers the game on its own. Also let me build, like, the fact that I could develop my farm and go for the first family growth is pretty crazy. Yeah, this card is really, really strong. We probably should nerf it a little bit, because if we don't nerf it, it's just going to get banned. Because I think its power is like 5-7 or something. It's really high. Shoot 52. I want a game with just 2 ox played. Yeah. That doesn't happen too often. 57, 44, 40, 52. GG. Okay. Okay, GG. No, I cannot play another because I gotta go work. I got work. I'm reffing today, this afternoon, because I don't care about the Super Bowl, so it was easy for me to get hours. So that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I will stream. Whether I stream or not, again, Mondays depends on whether or not I go snowboard. Yeah, today's the Super Bowl. That's right. I'm not a football fan, so I don't really care. But other people care, which means I'm taking their shifts. So yeah, whether I stream tomorrow or not will depend on whether or not I snowboard or ski. Have to talk with my buddy about that, whether we do that or not. Yeah, so if I don't stream tomorrow, I will definitely stream on Tuesday. So either tomorrow or Tuesday. And thank you for watching. Oh, it's just at the threshold of not banning. It's only 5.3. Interesting. Yeah. You know what? I noticed also, Sid, the power on Patroness has gone back up. It's up to like 4.8 or something, where it was down like 3 months ago. You were telling me it was down, and it was down around 4. It's back up to 4.8, which, yeah, Patroness is good. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and I will see you next time. Bye.